Yo, what's going on, guys? Table 500 Gaming here, bringing you a PK Hero deck profile. Let's get straight into it.
Cool stuff. Pretty much it's just our whole dot deck, and it is the modern day version. So we started off with 2 Shadow Mists, don't play 3 because we'll just get into it later. 2 Marauding Captain, playing OG cards. It's level 3, it helps you unclog your hand, especially with this, and it just helps you get into the rank 3 engine. 1 Kagamuchi Knight, I was playing it at 2, it's a lot better at 1, it's bricky at 2, makes sense at 1, it just helps with the combos. Then for the PK stuff, 3 Cloak, which is like probably the better one, because its added effect that no one seems to use is you can switch to defense, target to Dark, and make it 800 attack and defense higher, so you just make Dark all 32 until they're under the turn. It's kind of savage. You got 3 Boots, again, it's pretty self-explanatory, helps the combos, gets you Fog Blade. 3 Gloves, which is probably another better one. This is probably the worst one in a sense, because the Gloves and Cloak help you just go off. Then we play Speed Raid Engine. It's just free, it makes boards terrifying, it's pretty good. Play 3 Transmodify. All the PKs are Dark Warriors, and Kagamuchi Knight is also a Dark Warrior, so because it's level 3 you can go straight into Shadow Mist and get its effective Surge and Mass Change, so it's pretty good. Play 2 Gold Sock, just further extends the combo. The idea is to make a Levier, summon Shadow Mist, get its effect, instead of paying 4k with Akira Lives. 2 Laura Darkness, I was playing 3, but it does clog a 3 and you really want your stuff in the grave opposed to banished. So, but it is good when you see a Shadow Mist, you break with a Shadow Mist in hand and then have this as like your 5th card, and it's just like, okay, you know you're going off. 2 Twin Twister, it's pretty good, it just ruins decks that set back row and just says, I'm going to win this game. 2 Mass Change 2 and 1 Mass Change, it's the way they say it is 1 bad card, 2 good cards, but this is the better one, and this is the worse one, in my opinion, so that's just me, I'm a hero player. 1 Upstart, 1 Rota, 1 Foolish to round off the spells, then in for the traps, we play 3 Fog Blade because it is the Searchable Fiendish Chain, that lets you summon back Break Sword and 90k people. 2 Wings, probably the best card in the deck, it just, they regect you, you say no, you protect Darklaw, it makes it 29 permanently, it's kind of savage. 1 Vanity's Emptiness, it's amazing. This Master Key Beetle Darklaw, you are not winning that game, and 1 Salmon to round it for the main deck. Going into the extra deck, we play 1 Anki. I really haven't summoned it since I've been playing the deck for like a couple of weeks now, just haven't summoned it. 2 Darklaw, obviously the better Dark target, however Anki can steal you a game at times. So 1 Diane, this is probably the most techie card I've played in a while. It's an out to fly and see because you play rank 3 a lot. They fly into you, they think they've won the game instantly. You mass change to this into Diane. You crash over a monster, summon a Shadow Mist, get its effect. It's kind of savage to get out of the Fly and See lock. We play 3 Levier. I was going to cut it down to 2. Realised it does come up the third a few times. If you don't win the game in the first turn because you've just made Levier, Equip Engineer, 2 set, and a Darklaw that's on 32, it does come up in the grind game, so it's nice to have. Play 2 Break Sword. This I would bump up to 3. It's very good, especially in the grind game when you just have to pop shift because you Fog Bladed it. It does come up, but if you play smart with this card and just ensure that you're going to win that turn, it's pretty good. 1 Engineer, it helps with the first turn boards, and it protects Darklaw, which is the main focus of the deck. 1 Dante, if you really open shit, you just can't get anything going, you mill, try to get some PKs in the grave and get your engine started. It is just there as somewhat of a plan to fall back on if you open bad. 1 Grand Pulse, very good card, it baits out back row like it's its job. You can't run into 4 back row with this deck, so just making it Terratop into this just baits out so much because they don't want you to hit the key card. And then we play 2 Break Sword targets. I don't like this, I prefer this, obviously because it protects Darklaw, but they are just as good as each other. And I was thinking about playing Rhapsody and Berserk because it is a target for Break Sword, and then you can just equip it to another XC, banish 2 cards, it's pretty good. And then to round it off, 1 F-Zero. Good card, beats Cosmo, beats a lot of things, so pretty good for when your XCs die. Do you want to do a side deck?
Yeah, go.
Okay, moving on to the side deck. Team XC, don't main them because it's not a combo piece, and it's kind of more, if you drop it against the opponents, they can still go off, but they give you advantage, so it's kind of like it halts their plays. You play 3 Kaijus, 2 Gameciel, 1 Kumungus. I'm not really bothered about giving Blue Eyes a level 8 because they're not going to summon on a Dark Claw, so they can go fuck themselves. 1 Raigeki beats build board, same with Dark Hole. The 3rd Twister, 2 Pendulum Hole. Do struggle against the Pendulum matchup. Kirin is a problem. I would play Strikes over the Gold Sox, but you know, poor man Yu-Gi-Oh player. So 2 Karma Cuts and the Techie Crush Card Virus. Pretty much every PK is a target. Kakarot Strikes is a target. Shadow Mist is a target. So if you resolve this on the Dark War against a Blue Eyes player, a Blackwing player, Dark Magician player, Mermail player, they're most likely going to hate you, and it just wins games. Same Karma Cut. What's nice is if you target face up Blue Eyes and have a Azure Eyes in the grave, you banish that as well. So it's a pretty good card. And then 2 Master Restrict. This card's fell out of popularity a lot. Well, obviously Monarchs being banned, but there are a few Herald decks that are roaming around at the minute. And obviously one of the worst things to have in this deck is you make a board of Dark Claw, and they just kaiju over it. So you preemptively side this in, flip it up in the draw phase, down by phase. You just further protect your Dark Claw, and it's pretty good. Rounds it off for the hero deck. So that's pretty much it.
Hey, thank you for your deck profile. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe.